This show is part of the Do You Validate network.
It's Saturday morning somewhere, kids. You know what that means. It's time to hack the Pentagon and do some cyber treason on the astonishing adventures of the SS Bad Ship.
Welcome to the astonishing adventures of the SS Bad Ship.
Welcome to Bad Ship. We'd like to say how do you do?
Welcome aboard Bad Ship.
Hey, how's it going over there? Here on the Bad Ship, we have one hell of a
Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Jet Set Radio.
The galaxy's third best scammer. And over half of his jewelry is real.
Sayra.
The smooth-talking politician. With a good deal of sex appeal. A clerical translation robot. And he's always down to switch up the vibe. He's not imaginary. Completely real with nothing to hide.
Don't forget Dill.
I'm pretty sure he already has. Right? He's a four-armed pink-scaled alien that doesn't remember anything, you see. He's even misplaced the ship's keys.
Welcome to Bad Ship. Now sit back, enjoy the
Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship. Welcome aboard Bad Ship.
Welcome to the SS Bad
When we last left our crew, Jet was going after one of the two remaining toddler soldiers to try to stop them before they could warn the rest of their crew. Will Jetset be able to catch up and kill this kid? Or is this kid gonna make him look like a fool and get away? Find out in episode 39, Feeding Time.
Jet, get him!
Wait, I thought the other guys.
There's
I thought
two
they,
running away.
They
They're running.
did run away.
They're running
right?
There's
away.
two trying
Yeah.
to run away.
Okay. I'll chase one of them.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna go after one of them.
Give me a scramble check. I'll give you an extra pip because you have adult-sized legs. I don't know if you ever chased a toddler. I was about to say they're not hard to catch, and then but I don't want to get put on a list. So
We're going to cut that part out.
I don't ever chase a toddler. Adventure of SS Bad Ship had been interrupted.
Just like, FBI, open up!
4-1. So I have to take the lowest.
No.
So-
No. I gave you an extra one. So you got a 4. So you got a mixed success. So what happens is one of them does get away, but you're able to capture one of them, and then he's trying to like kick and punch at you, but he's got little tiny toddler arms.
Okay.
So you can kind of just hold him away because you're a full size adult. And they goes, "You're never gonna take me alive. I got a tooth inside that I'll bite down on it. It doesn't got no poison or nothing in it, but I'll bite it so hard that I'll choke on my own blood." And you just see him start biting his lip.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, don't do that. What are you?
I was taught by the best.
Oh God.
So yeah, this little toddler's trying to bite his mouth hard enough to fill his mouth up with blood so he can choke on it.
Oh wait. Don't do that. Stop biting yourself.
Vic is like, incredible job, cannon fodder. You have collected a prisoner of war.
Yeah, give me a command check.
I don't have anything in command, so we're gonna see. 3 and 2.
I gave you other dice to roll.
This kid is just, you see him like chewing on the inside of his mouth.
No, you have got to stop.
As he is just spitting up blood.
No, this
and,
is
holding
this
his
is
hand
gross.
back so he's
Stop.
like swallowing it.
Is he like
and
holding
he's-
his breath?
Yeah.
And it's actually blood.
Oh my god. Honestly, burying the
This is
open
worse
tongue
than what the
depressors
fuck
would
we
be
did.
perfect right now. Just stick them in each side and force his mouth open.
Yeah. So yeah,
Wait, can I try? Can I roll doctor to try and stop him?
you gonna roll doctor to try to help him?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna roll 2d6 and take the lowest.
3 and 2. Again, that is wait.
So this is what happens.
Jesus, I love when
Oh wow.
This is what happens. So we're still in space. The thing about space is there's nothing out there, i.e. atmosphere, oxygen. So you're like, oh, I gotta help this kid,
I'm
and he's
gonna
choking on his blood. So you take off his helmet.
Yeah. Let's get you a little air. You're freaking out. Yeah, you said that tooth's the problem. Let's look at it. Yeah.
You take off his helmet, and then just like he just suffocates and freezes. And there's just like very macabre fucking like frozen icicle of blood as he just like spits out. But also before it turned to ice, just on your visor is just like covered with 14-year-old toddler blood.
Oh my god.
Guys.
horrified.
I also killed someone. Conquer the planet.
Vic is shaking his head at you. You have bungled your first prisoner of war. You should have gotten information from the baby first.
That's why I was taking the helmet off.
There's another one he can try to catch. I think Jet Set was just trying to end this one so he could catch the other one.
I wanted to.
All right, I have doubts in your strategist ability, but I can't deny the ferocity with which you killed that baby.
I was just saying this. There's just like 2 floating dead toddler bodies.
Just floating.
Yeah.
Catch the final one!
The final one got away. That baby booked it.
Yeah.
Because all of y'all were just watching Jet be like, no, let me take this helmet off. No.
Fella, I can't hear
were
it.
transfixed on that.
Hippocratic oath there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, no, let me take a look at it.
I think Jet Set
there's
took the
blood in
hypocrite
here.
oath.
Yeah.
Can Vic grab the icicle of blood and use it as a weapon now?
Why not? Yeah.
Incredible. He shakes the icicle of blood and says, that one, honestly, better than I expected.
Yeah.
Surely Phil will be afraid of us now.
Woo! Death to Phil!
Yes, eventually.
Yes.
Unless he's too impressed by my warlike prowess. But probably death.
Are we impressing him or conquering him?
We'll conquer him. He will die impressed by our rage and warlike ability. On to conquer Phil.
Conquer the planet!
I lean
the
over to
planet.
Jet Set Radio and I'm like, it's totally lying.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
He's lying. I think he wants to fuck Phil, and that's probably the problem.
Yeah, I don't think Phil exists. I don't.
So where did the baby ever come from?
I've been thinking Phil's been fake this entire time. Yes. I have, with my own eyes, seen a jackalope, seen a mousalope, buffalo-alope.
Whoa. We gotta draw a line somewhere.
Everything I know about elopes, they're this small.
All lopes are under 2 feet tall. It's just with a lope rule.
Yeah, but
my god.
So when Barry thought he was an imaginary, Jet was like really, really good friend and like Googled it.
yes, yeah.
Okay,
He
so
read
y'all,
the Wikipedia on lopes.
y'all are able to trace follow the footsteps of the child, the escaped 14-year-old toddler.
Barry's running, so excited
and so
for Conqueror.
you're able to follow it, and you do see you can now see the encampment that Sayra saw. It is covered with some makeshift camouflage, but it is covered in a futuristic dome, so it's not like glass, but it is. You can tell there's a false atmosphere inside, so you can once you go through a little barrier, there's a not false atmosphere, artificial atmosphere. So where there is some oxygen shit there, so you can go without helmets and stuff.
When you say there's is it like a tarp? Is it like a fabric?
Yeah, it's kind of like a big ass tarp, and it's about the size of there's 2 or 3 large buildings on the inside that's been made here. You see a sign out front that says trespassers will be killed, and then a smaller sign on that says seriously read the above sign, and then a third sign that goes please don't come in.
Half of us can't read.
That is my favorite trope in comedy. It's just 3 different. No, seriously, just don't.
We mean it.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, I mean, 2 of you can't read it. Actually,
I can read it because it's written in blood.
I was about to say it is written in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soraya is one of the 2 on this team that
what
actually
a
can
good
read.
mechanic that you can read any language as long as it's written in blood.
That's
It's just
pretty good.
the format in which something is written matters more the medium that you fucking scrawled it
That's
out.
actually perfect.
That's such a good and canonical way of reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Barry is willing, Vic has now climbed upon your shoulder to
100%.
charge into the tent, shaking the blood icicle.
Is this the place?
Forward!
As Barry runs through, he's gonna
head first.
Yeah, well, runs in head first. But you said the reason I asked what this was made out of is because it's very important. Oh no. Is it flammable?
I mean, everything's a little flammable at a certain point. But I would say like this is made from like
okay, so it's like space
like steel, and then
Okay.
some like asteroid rock parts, because you do see a lot of like random minerals and materials around these asteroids. So it's been like made of stuff that's on the asteroid as well as salvaged spaceships and things like that. So it's not.
So I can't set the tarp on fire and kill everyone inside.
No, it's space tarp, so
Cool,
it's
cool.
good. That's that good tarp.
I still think because I have a little mouse lope on my shoulder, just yelling about war. I think Barry is going to run in full flamethrower going, just running behind it, screaming.
Yeah.
We're here to conquer, not to make
Run
friends
in and
or
you immediately.
yeah.
You
No, we were
immediately
here
set,
for
like,
something.
6 toddler children on fire.
I will let you. Actually, here, this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna give a command roll, and I'm gonna give you an extra dice because you have 2 pips. So you take a third because you're commanding Barry right now. So we're seeing how good this is for you going into intimidate.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not trying to. I'm trying to murder.
Oh, so you're. Here's the thing.
I'm not.
You're just shooting a flamethrower. There's not like a lot of people just walking around. So we're seeing like how good this is. You are.
Yes. 6.
Come on.
You're.
I think that's where all
I
of our good
legitimately
dice
loved
went.
how
good.
this little fucking.
Yeah.
So like.
My
So-
antlers are now dipped in blood.
Yeah.
that melted off the blood
You're
sickle.
like holding up the blood sickle, pointing, and then like Barry is just like blasting with this flamethrower. There's a couple like crates and stuff with supplies that Barry hits, and is just like screaming about how to come out there. And then you see like it's like in the old Western movies when like people are like shutting their doors and closing windows. They're all scared, scared of it.
Good.
As they should be.
And we're just like screaming.
Yeah.
And then you see from. I'm gonna retcon this. It's still not made of wood, but it does look like a Western town.
Spacewood, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
Swinging doors in
Yeah.
the saloon.
And so you do see this one, still toddler-like, but so buff. Just like
I'm
this,
a buff baby.
this fucking jacked baby.
Oh my God.
Like steps out of the saloon.
Does he have a little diaper holster?
He's just wearing a diaper and a cowboy hat.
And holsters.
And he's got holsters, and his guns are bottles.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And once again,
Please tell me he has on cowboy boots, but like the stirrups are teething rings.
That's fun.
They're like the croc boots.
Yes.
They're the croc ones with the croc
but
stirrups,
he steps out. I mean, for a baby, very tall, 3 feet. That's a tall baby.
That's
Hey,
a
he's
very
taller
tall
than me.
baby.
He's buff. He's so jacked, and just like walks out. What are y'all doing
I'm,
in Philtown?
if we could, I would like to not stop. I'm going to run flamethrower first into this baby and try. If he doesn't get out of my way, I'm going to use him as a launch pad.
On your shoulder, Vic is now holding the blood sickle like a lance in a jousting match.
So if we don't get him with the fire, we're going to get him with the joust.
I don't have a lot of reach, but the spirit is there.
But if they get close enough to us,
Yeah,
we got
honestly,
us.
aim for effort. That's what's important.
Okay, so what this is gonna be, I'll make this a desperate with low potency because he is, as he's running, he pulls out his milk gun and
God.
it's just blasting you. But
Squirting
it's,
you with breast
yeah,
milk?
he's squirting. Well, it's
That's what's
degrowth milk.
Oh no, I'm going to get smaller.
So he's trying to squirt and he's shooting for y'all's because you're still wearing your spacesuits. So he's trying to gum up your air intakes.
Oh, that's diabolical.
So give me a scrap check and it's desperate.
Do I get a bonus because I have a little mouse on my shoulder?
Disarming. I'm
Yeah, I'll
gonna
give you-
use
I'll-
one of our gambits.
What does that do?
It will allow me. It says, hold on, let me read it.
Because they're right behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you use a gambit while speaking, hostilities and danger will pause while you speak. I want to make them pause while April can get the one up.
Okay, great. So this will still be desperate, but it'll be the potency will be higher for the outcome.
Use the gambit.
No, wait. Can I use Unstoppable?
What is that?
I can push myself to do one of the following. Perform a feat of physical force that verges on superhuman.
You're supposed to do that. Do you do that before you roll?
I don't know. It
No, I'm
doesn't-
saying for you doing things like that you do before.
Oh, okay.
So what's gonna happen is
I
you.
forgot I had that for a second.
Because you take 4, so you are like running forward. Sarai does get them to stop shooting, but just like a few of the milk shots got shut off. So Barry, you get some of the degrowth milk shot in your thing. So what's gonna happen is you fall forward because you're now too small. It's instantaneous. You're too small. It's a temporary too, so don't worry.
Okay.
You're too small to keep running. So we just see like the spacesuit just kind of like fold in on itself. And then Vic,
Go ahead.
and Vic is on top. And so since you just kind of like fall and we're running, Vic just like goes flying past this buff baby.
For comic effect, if you allow, kind of like in Looney Tunes, when they
Yeah.
get too small, I'm gonna run out of the leg and then realize, oh no, and then run back inside. As like Vic goes flying.
Yeah, so Vic
It's
just
like a
goes.
split second of, oh no, I'm out of my suit.
Vic just goes flying and just like hits through the saloon doors and like knocks back into the bar.
Incredible.
And the buff baby goes, "You look like a mother figure, and it threw me off when you were talking."
Would you like to be breastfed?
Yes.
You're welcome.
He just he waddles up
Come here,
to you.
child.
Yeah.
Vic just throws a thumbs up.
from the debris.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
Sarai's
so-
just like,
Melee cannon Sarai
This
is
is
constantly
one-
making milk.
What a weird sentence I'm about to say. So Soraya is breastfeeding this buff child.
Wait, does your spacesuit have a titty pop holder?
yeah.
Soraya's
like a little thing
spacesuit
that
is
opens up.
custom to where all parts of her, any part of her, yeah.
They
Also,
part of it.
because once again, there is the
Oh yeah,
artificial
we're right. So
atmosphere
I
in
did
here.
run out of my pants.
Yeah.
The
So
helmet's
she
gone.
breastfeeding this buff child. Also now canonically, yeah, Soraya is always producing breast
Always
milk.
lactating.
Yeah. The fact that you didn't think that was happening before, insane.
She has a special
Now
outfit.
Kay doesn't come back as far as like I pop a titty out, squirt him in the face. you missed some stuff. You missed some stuff on the last one. All right, everybody, you guess what the ad's going to be. That's right, Soraya's breast milk. That is a thing, apparently. Wow, guys, what a show. We're killing kids, breastfeeding them, probably killing more kids. What a time here on this child's program. Saturday mornings are getting crazy here at the Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship. So if you are at home and you're thinking, ooh, boy, I love some of that Soraya breast milk, you know we got it. We got it on tap. Because she's producing it at all times. So if you're a baby out there and you need some breast milk, if you're just a weird little freak that wants to drink Soraya's breast milk, trust me, I get it. You just go ahead and send some money to the Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship, and you make sure we know it's for Soraya's breast milk and not one of the other many amazing products that we have. And let me tell you here, I've been trying to get some of that, but Soraya hates me, so she won't even let me buy it. She said not even for money, because I fucking hate you, the announcer. So yeah, if you could pick up another bottle of Soraya's breast milk and send it my way, I'll give you some money. Don't tell her you're doing this though, because I've tried this a couple of times and those people did get killed by Soraya. I promise though that won't happen to you. Everything will be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen. You're my favorite, so why would I let anything bad happen to you? So you go ahead and go pick up some of Soraya's breast milk. You got me a little pint. You got a pint. We'll have a good time here. We'll be just like that giant buff baby, and we'll be drinking Soraya's breast milk. What a show, everybody! What a show! The networks keep renewing us. Astonishing Adventures of the SS Batship, breastfeeding babies and fucking killing them. All right, well let's get back to the action because I'm sure more weird shit's about to happen. Jet, you just saw Barry kind of shrinking his spacesuit run. Vic is thrown over, and a buff baby is now breastfeeding from Soraya. What do you do? Fuck with his hot shot.
I'm gonna think about Joel's face when I ask that question every day from now on.
Okay, what?
You got me on that. I gotta be honest.
What? No one's breastfed in a game before?
Ever. I'm gonna say I'm 36 now. I've been playing tabletop since I was 9 years old. I think it's the first breastfeeding. So congrats. That's a hard one to top for me. Of like, no one's done that before. So you got me on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm just gonna scan the room and see if there's any regrowth serum.
Oh,
We probably will need that.
That's that strategist brain.
Yeah, we probably will need that.
You are looking around, and you see like a building that says supplies, and it says all keep out except Phil.
I'm gonna go in there. Why not?
The door is locked. You want to give me a hack check to try to break in there?
Absolutely.
To be fair, breastfed children do grow.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh shit!
He's already so buff.
But maybe he'll get taller.
Maybe he'll reach his actual age.
Soraya's got some magic titties.
That's true.
I do.
Oh,
There's a lot of magic parts on Soraya.
2 5s.
Great. So yeah, you are able to break in. To your knowledge, no one's aware of it. You do walk in, and it is just so much steroids, so much degrowth, a few regrowth ones, and then also there's a lot of milk. There's also some other unidentified goos and gels.
Take all of it.
And
I'm gonna try a little bit of the regrowth serum.
You're gonna try it.
You're gonna try it?
Yeah.
Taste test?
Yeah, you take it like you take a little taste, and let's say there was like a chipped tooth that you had, it just kind of like. Whoop.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna take more of this. Not take it like.
Yeah.
I'm just
Not
gonna.
as
Well, you do notice in the room,
someone
you
took
do
that.
notice there is kind of like a trophy wall with a bunch of horned beast heads.
Oh no.
And now here's the thing: I don't know what other lopes you believe in, but you see a lot.
Yeah.
You
You're like-
believe in all the
exolopes.
lopes now.
All the lopes.
Yeah.
I'm updating Lopepedia right now.
Taking
Yeah,
pictures.
Yeah. Oh wait, so they're just a bunch of heads. Okay.
Like trophy style.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just stash some of that regrowth serum, and I'm gonna tell everyone, hey, there are a bunch of lope heads in here. Some that maybe I've discovered for the first time and will name after me when we get back on the ship. We don't know yet.
So are they motolopes?
I
Or
hope not.
jetalopes?
If I saw any jet head on the wall, or we'd leave. Actually, yes, I'm gonna write down that I'm gonna name a few of these later. Yes. Oh yes. Whatchamacallit? I need to add not scientists to my bio. Who are the folks that name things? Taxonomy.
I can't say the word. It's a taxologist. I think.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm taxing, so.
So you're.
But I let everyone know there are a bunch of heads in here, and they're not attached to bodies.
So yeah, as you're like collecting some regrowth and letting everyone know that, Jet, you feel a pain in your back as you get gored from your back. You're gonna take a 2 harm gore.
What?
Oh no!
You have tenacity, so you can make it down to a 1.
You didn't check the room before you went in.
So yeah, just mark gored right there.
Like Big Al.
Another buff toddler with horns.
No, actually, because he turns around and he sees this very large buffalo-sized thing, because it is a buffalo. Now, here's what's fun. Buffaloes, they have the normal horns, and on top of those horns have the lobe horns.
That's very fun.
Coming out of it.
That's very fun.
Is it Phil?
Courtesy of, that was Rachel's bit. She did
Yeah,
say
I
that.
love it
Yeah.
so much.
Horns on horns
Horns on-
creatures
Horns
are
on
the
horns are great.
highest prize in society.
Yeah.
And the
then-
highest level lope.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What are you doing in my office here? Get out of my planets!"
After he stabbed me?
Yeah. He's like, "You trying to steal all my fucking steroids?"
Wait, okay. Wait, are you Phil?
Why would I not be Phil? That sign says only Phil come in here. You're not Phil.
Oh, I thought it said except for Phil. I was
No,
like,
only Phil.
Yes, only, yes.
What's your name?
My name is Jet Set Radio.
It's not Phil. And he gores you.
I'm going to.
Why did you not say Phil?
When a god asks you.
It's another 2 gore, but you can move it down to 1. So here, now mark that. So you have 2, 1 harm. Yeah. So right, gored a second time. As you've been stabbed twice with this, and he's like, it's a fucking, like, it's massive. It's so large. All lopes can stand and like act bipedal, but they also can get down on force. So when it gores you, like it goes down its front to gores you, and it goes this. Anyways, get out of my office and get off my planet, why won't you?
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna sip a little regrowth because that hurt. But I'll keep the harm. I'm just gonna.
He's like, stop! You're stealing from me right now in front of my very eyes.
Okay, Phil, how about this? Phil, let me reintroduce myself. I'm a general, and I've been commanding an army. You seem like you have one, right?
I got an army of babies here.
Got you.
They ain't real babies, but I give them the degrowth, so then people think, ooh, look at this little unexpected toddler. Boom, you're dead. I got a lot of enemies.
Oh man, would you want to? Wait.
I want you to leave.
Okay.
I've stabbed you twice with my own horns, why don't you?
Okay.
And you won't even get out of this rooms.
Okay. I'm going to leave because
that's what I wanted the whole time.
But can I ask you a favor?
No.
Okay, you're right. I don't know you. Why would you owe me a favor?
I'm curious with this kind of tenacity that you got and this unearned confidence. What do you want from old Phil?
Let's have a drink together, Phil, and then I'm gonna leave. I always buy a drink for someone who stabs me twice. That is the Jet Set Radio way. You stab me twice, I got a drink waiting on you.
I'm really thrown off by your demeanor. I gotta be honest here.
I've lost some blood, so
I've had a lot of people after I stab them, beg for their lives or whatnots, but you're an interesting fella here, Jet Set Radios.
I mean, you said I could leave, so that is more fair. Someone else, not as nice.
I don't know who you are. Maybe you hear one of the many people trying to buy a baby soldier.
Giving you so many options.
No, I don't want one currently. I'm glad that the offer is there.
That's what I'm doing here is I'm training all these baby soldiers. I'm selling them. I'm sending them on little mercenary missions.
Oh, well, Phil.
No one suspects a little baby.
I had you judged all wrong, Phil.
What do you think? Does this have? Do you got a better judgments of old Phil now that you know I'm selling baby soldiers?
Well, I didn't know this was a business. I thought.
Yeah, I know you're in here stealing my stocks.
Well, now I feel even worse. Let's get you that drink. We're gonna double you up. I'm gonna wait. Is there any degrowth in the room?
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of degrowth and regrowth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use Sway. I'm going to see if he'll have a drink with me, and then I'm going to pour a little degrowth in his drink.
And he's just looking. He goes, stop taking my stock. We got saloons over here. That's where we get a drink from.
Then come with me to the saloon, Phil. Wait, but I will need to bandage this up because I am stabbed. Gored. Yes.
Give me a doctor check.
Okay. Wait. 2 and...
You are so evil for making a rule for that.
2 and 4. So 2.
You're just trying to pat, like you're just holding it and you're still bleeding.
Yeah.
Nothing changes.
Okay.
It doesn't get worse. But here is the thing: your spacesuit is now compromised. So you are in an artificial atmosphere, so you don't die. But you can't go back outside of this. You have just been gored through your spacesuit, and the integrity is done. So Phil takes you out, and you start going to saloons. He goes, whoa, who's these other threes? We got a couple of lopes here? You trying to pull a fast one? Wait a minute. If it isn't the little washouts himself.
Phil, we meet again.
Well, it looks like we finally got to meet Phil, and he was actually real after all, along with all those other elopes that he has the horns of. Thank God it was Jet Set Radio found them. Otherwise, we'd be spending the rest of this arc explaining to him that there's other elopes out there. But moving past the fact that all those creatures were murdered and just put on display as trophies, we're not going to let that stop us from having a good time, will we? No! Because we compartmentalize on the show. So while we put these terrible thoughts away, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of episode 40, A Warrior's Death.
You hear from the ground,
you can do it, Vic. Drill sergeants aren't the one who win wars. It's the soldiers that do.
Vic's eyes get very, very big. He's like,
you're right. Drill sergeants don't win wars.
Whoa, was there? We trained the people on the grounds. They're like, I trained all these babies here, and I send the babies out. They do all the bidding there, and I get all that money.
Vic looks around.
Wait a minute.
I did raise an army in a day. I raised this little scammer here who was just cannon fodder when I found him and now seems to be a strategist, a general, a taxonomist, and many other things.
Look at, whoa.
Just reading your whole resume,
real
Jet
jack of all
Set.
trades.
You're a Renaissance man.
I wear a lot of hats.
SS Batship is an actual play podcast produced by the Do You Validate Network using the Scum and Villainy system. Barry the Muscle is played by April Raygun. Clark the Mechanic is played by Caleb Zane Huett. Jet Set Radio the Scoundrel is played by Derick Marchel. Sayra the Speaker is played by Samm Starr. This show is GM'd and edited by Joel Ruiz. Opening track created by Matt Penchney, with additional music by People Need Goals, Pop No Tarts, Sarashu, and Zach Nichols. And let's not forget to thank our 3 executive producers, Andrew Harper, Brian G., and Patrick Holder. Our 2 associate producers, Luke Holt and Brandon Taylor. And we just want to give a special shout out to Ben J. That's right, everybody. That's Tuxedo Ted for those that have talked to him on the Discord or talked to him on the interwebs there. Tuxedo Ted, hope everything's going well for you. We're giving you a shout out because you're an eternal baddie, and we think that's rad as fuck of you. Thank you so much for supporting the Do You Validate Network. You know, I hope everything's going good. If you like drinking breast milk, I hope you got some of Soraya's breast milk coming your way. I would say we'll send you some, but she keeps that under lock and key. She is the only one that's allowed to touch it. So sadly, even being a patron of the Do You Validate Network doesn't get you any. You know, hope everything's going well for you. I hope all your enemies are dead, just like Vic's are about to be. I hope that you're having a lovely day. I hope that if you got a manicure ever, that you liked it. And if you haven't, go check out little mani-pedi. The announcer here, I would love a mani-pedi, but as soon as we stop recording, you all know the drill. I don't exist, but I love the idea of a mani-pedi. So go get yourself one. It's a little treat, you know. It's a good time. Treat yourself. That's what they said on numerous things, but I'm quoting directly Parks and Rec. I don't know how I have the knowledge of that, seeing as I just said I don't exist outside of these recordings, but treat yourself, Tuxedo Ted. You know, get yourself, you're fancy in that tuxedo, so go get yourself a little treat. So I hope everything's going well for you. Once again, all the enemies you got, I hope they're dead. I hope all your allies doing well. You know, hope they're doing okay. And thank you so much for helping support the Do You Validate Network. If anyone here fucks with Tuxedo Ted, I'm going to throw acid in your face. That's right, acid, right in your goddamn face. So you take that and you deal with it however you want. And thank you to everyone else that's supporting us over at the Do You Validate Patreon. If you want to become a patron today, go to patreon.com/DoYouValidate. We got tons of levels on there, and we got tons of other shows. I say we, not me, the other guy. I'm not Joel. We've gone over this, but there's tons of shows outside of this one at the Do You Validate Network. They're even producing some brand new shows. They're more comedy focused than actual play, but they're still up there. You can go check them out now. There's Wholesome and Some Whole and Parody Nuts. 2 new shows coming out from the Do You Validate Network featuring some amazing Atlanta talent. And thanks to people like Tuxedo Ted, our producers, and everyone else over there at the Patreon. So thank you so much. Once again, go to patreon.com/DoYouValidate and check all that stuff out. And if anyone fucking fucks with Tuxedo Ted, acid in the face!
This is a Do You Validate podcast.